Hey, you guys, welcome to my page. This is Karen Sellers. Make sure you guys go hit that notification bell and make sure you guys hit the like button and make sure that you guys are subscribed to me because YouTube has a problem with unsubscribing you guys. So just make sure that you guys are subscribed to me. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for being subscribed to me and taking time out of your day to watch my channel. Thank you guys so much. So we are going to do several different 4th of July crafts. We're going to do a bunch of them. Not really sure, 5 or 6, just depends on the timing, and we're going to at least try to do 5. You may hear the dogs barking. You may see my sister-in-law walk by, and my son. He is at home today. He does have a school excuse, so he is at home. You may hear him. He is playing the game next to me. He just literally got up. So the first thing that we're going to work on is this mason jar right here. I'm just working on peeling this part off so we can paint it 4th of July colors. So that's what I'm working on now, is just peeling this off. And I got a razor blade, and I'm just scraping it off, just peeling it off. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just taking it and just prising the paper up and just scraping it off. Hey Lucy, how are you? Hey, how are you, hon? I'm going to say Gayatri. That's how I'm going to say your name, if that's okay. How are all you ladies doing? Are y'all all doing awesome and amazing today? Okay. I just didn't want to butcher your name. That's all. Just making sure I was saying it right. Okay. And I did keep the twine, so we're going to put that back on there. I just clipped it off. So we are going to put that back on there. I just set it to the side. Working on scraping all this off. It will take just a minute to scrape it all off. Some people dip it in water. Dip, not the whole thing, but like dip a wet rag in the water and get it off. But I don't want to do that because then I have to wait for it to dry. He just got up, like literally just got up. I had to change his bandage, so that's what took me a minute. I had to change his bandage and all that and put that medicine on his leg. He's playing the game right now, so you're okay. That happens to me all the time. And then my phone spells something that I'm not even trying to spell. I'm just going through here and scraping all this off so the paint will stick to it. I'm just peeling the paper part off. It's just paper that's stuck on here, that's all. I want to transform this one into a 4th of July one. Hey, Rose. So just these crafts are going to take some time because I do have several that I'm going to do for the 4th. So just get you a drink, get you something to eat. Just kick back and just enjoy watching me craft away. It's a hair bow. Thank you. All right, so now we got it all cleared off. So now I'm going to set this razor blade aside and try to clean this mess up right here. I have a little trash bag right here beside me. I'm going to put it in. We're also going to put some jewels on this little mason jar right here. We're going to put some these on there after we paint it. You're welcome. They're so easy to make. So easy to make. It just takes a lot of time. That's all. She has a big bed, like a huge bed, so it is going to take me some time to do it. Okay, so now I'm just going to get my paint and go ahead and put it in my little tray. A little bit of the red, the blue. Doing okay. Right now, he's playing the game. My sister-in-law, I think, is watching TV. But she has to work tonight, so she'll be going to bed here in short, probably. She has to work tonight. Hubby's at work. He gets off at 6. So he's at work right now. All right. I'm just taking the widest brush that I have. I already have some paper towels down here. And I went ahead and scraped all of it off. I'm just going to do red, white, blue stripes on there. So that's what I'm going to do now. Just going across here and doing that. And then whatever color, I'm going to paint the side. So like if it's a red stripe, I'm going to paint the red stripe. The top part, I'll just paint it white. And of course, we'll have to go over it again. I don't know why it does that. Like when you put hearts, it makes it where I have to. I don't understand that. Because there's nothing wrong with it, with what you're saying. They are weird, I'm telling you. Really weird. Okay, so there's our first stripe in the sides. We'll go ahead and paint this top part white. Now, of course, we'll have to go over the white because it is a very light. Sorry for him barking. That's the outside dog. There's the white, red. Is it red, white, and blue? Yeah, I think so. I'm fixing to mess this thing all up. Lord. That's how you can tell I've had a long night and day. I'll be alright, though. I'll get it together eventually. Okay, cats. Sorry. Cats are fighting behind my camera. Or behind my laptop. Y'all get. Go somewhere else and play. Come on. Sorry about that. Sorry, you guys. They're kittens and they're wanting to play. And they were just kept shaking the computer. So I had to move them. Sorry about that, y'all. Alright, so white. Lord, help. Now, of course, I'm going to have to go over this again, but because it is light colors and it is bleeding through a little bit, so I will have to go through it again. Looks good. Starting to look like a piece now. Maybe get a little more white. Let's go ahead and change this. That's good. Did you get a card from me? Yes. Sorry, Gayatri. Sorry about that. I was just trying to make sure that the people that I sent a card to got one, because I sent you one and several others that I had that they gave me their address. So I did send y'all one. You should be getting in the mail very soon because I sent them out. I hope it's on the way because I did mail one. Who's all on live? And I'll tell you guys. Rose, I sent you one. Lucy sent you one. Gayatri, I sent you one too as well. Some people has already said that they got theirs, and it's just weird. I guess it depends on where you live, I guess. Okay. Let my hand rest for a minute for the last piece, but look at it. There it is. Now I gotta let this dry, so I'll come back and add jewels to it. We're gonna add these to it after it dries I'm just going to stick some all over it just to give it a pop. But I got to wait for it to dry first. So I'm just going to stick it over here and let it dry. Go ahead and move this. There we go. So that's drying. And now we're going to move on to the next craft. Okay, so the next craft that I have, and I'll probably put a few of these jewels on there, is this succulent plant right here. It's just a white little base. The stickers that Lucy gave me in the mail, I'm going to use these to decorate this right now. So I'm going to stick the paint to the side, and we're going to use these stickers to decorate this little succulent plant. All right. So I'm going to use this little heart. I just love this little heart. Lucy sent me this in friend mail. If you guys haven't checked this video out, go check the video out. Awesome, amazing, sweet person. So I just stuck it on there to decorate it. And they have a few silver and white stars. I'm just going to take a few and stick around it. Hey, how are you, hon? Okay, so there's that. Like I said, you can use stickers for anything. Look at that. And we're going to decorate the other side with, it has another heart. We're going to use it. Look at this. I love this. Love, love, love. We're going to use that for the other side. Now that one is a little bigger, so we won't have to put anything else with this one because this one is a little bigger. I am feeling some better. Thank you for asking, Becky. So there is that. And that, like I said, you can use stickers for anything. You just have to think outside the box. So now I'm going to take some of these stickers, the star ones, and it says peace, and I'm going to use that peace one for one side. I'm just going to stick the word on here. So I put it right here, peace, and I'm taking two of the little stars to stick on there just to make it pop out more. So there's that. Now we're going to use the one that says you're a star. And we're going to go ahead and take so two of these stickers, the last star ones, and we're going to stick them on here on this other side. So this one says you're a star. All right, and that is all we're doing to the succulent plant. So if you guys can find some rub-on transfers, you can also use that for this as well. You can also use stickers if you can find 4th of July stickers. Get you a little succulent plant and decorate it with stickers. I think it turned out awesome, and I love it. Thank you, Lucy, for sending me these stickers in friend mail. Now I'm going to put the other stickers to the side and use those for another craft.
Why is everybody so sweaty?
So I'll go ahead and put that to the side and use that for another craft. So we're done with this. We're going to put that to the side now. And now we're going to decorate this star. So if you guys are interested in doing this craft as well, you will need a 3D galvanized star. You will need some foam scattered pieces. And Lucy made me this, so this was going to add to it, but you guys can make this as just some ribbon with little stars added to it and a bell. I'm going to add that with it. And we're going to put some little jewels around it as well. I like it that it's 3D. I'm going to stick a few of the stars in there and then the little diamond things around it. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and take some scatter pieces, just a few.
I was on break, but someone.
I'm just going to use 3 of them and just kind of scatter them. And then use the diamond little pieces to go on the inside. So I'm going to glue them in now. Move this out the way. Alright. I already have my hot glue gun heated up. Move this paint so it don't go splattering all over the place. That wouldn't be good. Okay, so I'm just gluing these little stars, and I'll show you. I'm going to tilt the camera so you guys can see. I'm just gluing some on the star. And then just putting it in there, placing it and holding it for a minute.
No, come on, bro. Someone knocked me over the barrier.
And just pressing them.
Someone used the chocolate and knocked me over.
So that's how they look. So now we're going to take some little jewels. I'm going to add this piece to it last. The one that Lucy made for me, I'm going to add that to it last. So I'm going to stick it right there. We'll go ahead and get some of these jewels out. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to glue some facing like this, the pointed side up. So I'm just putting a little glue on here on the bottom. And then just going to stick it down there.
Oh, you're right. You installed that one. So do I. I want the hunter. I want the hunter. Okay, it's all. You know, since they bought the hunter rifles back in the day. You know, since they bought the hunter rifles back in the day. Well, it's actually really good. It's not good.
And so there is that. And I'm going to add some to the sides. So let me tilt the camera back up just for a second. I am having an awesome day. Thank you for asking. So there is our 3D star so far. I am going to add some jewels to it right here and around it just to make it pop out. But first, I'm going to glue this on. And let it hang like so. Just let it hang. So now I'm just going to add the jewels on the top parts. So I'm going to tilt the camera again so you guys can see. I'm just going to add the jewels going along the side. Hold it on there just for a minute so it kind of holds it in place.
What the fuck? What?
Okay, and then I'm just going to go right here and put a blue one. You have to kind of give them some space a little bit so you can actually glue them. And you got to hold it for a minute. Let me get some more beads, some more jewels out. I think these are just so pretty to add to stuff to make it have just that effect to it. We're almost done. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, let me tilt the camera back up. Alright, you guys ready to see what it looks like? Let me wipe this off my glue gun right quick. It's got all this gunk on it. I'll have to add that piece back to it in a minute because it fell off. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much. I haven't gotten it yet. So, you guys, look at this. 3D star. Everything from Dollar Tree except for this. Lucy made this. She did an awesome and amazing job making this. And I think it just made it go up a notch with this added to it. And you just add the jewels to it to make it have a little more pop to it. And of course, you'll have to get all the hot glue little strands off. But look at how gorgeous that is. Just 3 little foam bars. And then you just add the jewels to it to make it have that little pop. And I added her little ribbon to it. I love this little ribbon. I just love how she made it. So there is this craft, which I think is awesome. And it turned out very, very cute. I just love how it turned out. Look at that. So there's that one. You stick this one to the side. Can you guys say what's going on with them, please? Sorry, cats are fighting in my room. Thank you so much. So now I don't know how this is going to turn out because I have never done rub-on transfer, so this is the first time. Okay. And I did grab this galvanized truck right here. Now you can have the back end, you can have this one if you want. I don't know if this is going to show up, but I am going to try and see if it's going to show up. So
either socks and Jet or socks and
Lucy.
or socks and Patch.
Okay, sorry about that. I was talking to my son about the cat fight. So we're going to use this with rub-on transfers that Lucy sent. Now I don't know how it's going to turn out. I have no idea, but we're going to use these. And I'm also going to use this mason jar as well. If it turns out good on the truck, I'm going to put, it has some words right here. It has some words right here. And I thought about adding the flag and this right here to the mason jar. I thought that would be really, really cute. And this down here at the bottom. Freedom USA, USA Freedom. I thought about adding it to this if it turns out good on this truck. So on this truck, we're going to use the little USAs that's right here because it'll fit better on there. The stars, we're going to use those on there. And we'll probably use the little map thing right here. So we're going to try and see how it turns out. Let me read the... Okay. I was reading the back of it. All right, let me get my little. Where's it at? There it is. Let me grab this to scrape that on there. And we're going to try and see how it turns out. So fingers crossed that it turns out okay. I'm going to cut the USAs out first. All right, now I got to cut it in half, the USA, because we're going to use it 2 different spots. And if this does okay, then we'll continue going on. Okay, so it says remove it and stick it to the surface that you want. So that's what we're going to do. Oh my goodness. Thing I have ever. Wow. That is cool. So let me go ahead and do the other one and then I'll show you. Oh, this is awesome. I've never used a transfer that you didn't have to, most of them you have to use water with. Not this one. You can USA. That is cool that it has that on there. Okay, so now we're going to cut the stars out. Trying to, you'll have to clean it up. So now I'm cutting the stars. Try not to cut everything else off. This is the trickiest part, is cutting all this without cutting everything else up. Okay, there's one. Yes, it is. And I used the stickers that you sent me. Okay, so now we're going to add these stars that are in the gold foil. Let me move my glue gun out of the way and I will tilt the camera and show you guys how to do it. So, well, let me go ahead and use this one since it's already. You have to be very careful with it. Oh, that's awesome. That is just cool. Okay. Put all this over here in the trash. I'm going to tilt the camera back up. Look at that. USA, the little stars. USA, stars. So now I'm going to use one of the Freedoms and put it down, or put it in the bed of the truck. That's what I'm going to do. So now we're going to use this, and we're going to put it like going in the bed of the truck. Yeah, it's perfect. It will fit perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and peel it off. Stick that down there. I want to make sure that it's right before I do that. Okay, perfect. And you see what I mean, Lucy, by you can use stickers for anything. It doesn't have to be just for junk journals, planners, calendars. You can use it, stickers for anything. Anything. So here is Freedom. I just love how this looks. This is just awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to use the stars that's down here on the side. We're going to add them to this. Oh no, about messed up something. Jeez. Okay, so now using the stars, and I'm going to add those at the bottom of the bed. Well, the bottom of the door of the truck. You have to be very careful with this stuff. It is very delicate. Very delicate. Okay. Now we're going to add the little map thing. I'll show you. very careful though. Let me get my razor blade. Like this.
I'm all sticking so much to the mouth. What about the leg? Leg?
I have to do it again.
Just take it off.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that was tricky. All right. Taking the map. They're turned out awesome. Look at that. The little map. I don't want to mess it up, but look. USA, freedom, the stars. I think it turned out cute. I think that's good for that. I don't want to overdo it on the truck, so now we're going to go on to the mason jar. Mason jar galvanized piece. And this is where I'm going to use the eagles and the words. And the flag. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. Give me a minute because I don't want to cut the words up. Okay, so I did leave this whole piece together. And I am going to stick it on the mason jar. So now I am going to cut out the eagles. And it does take a little time for that because I don't want to mess them up. You have to be very careful with them because I don't have any more to do or anything. So I'm trying to be very careful. I'm going to leave the stars with them. Okay, so there's the first eagle with the stars. I'm going to leave it just like that and put it on the mason jar. Now I'm going to cut the other one. Okay, so there's that one. Let me get the other stars that goes with it. Okay. Now we're going to get the Statue of Liberty in the words, and that's going to be on there as well, but we got to be careful not to cut the words. Got to be very careful. Because it can be very tricky if you're not watching what you're doing. Okay. So there's that piece. Okay, and now I'm going to get a USA, the big ones with freedom, USA freedom. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. USA freedom, going to stick that at the bottom, near the bottom. Okay. And the rest of these I am going to put up and use them for another craft if I think of another one to use. So I'm going to put these to the side. I'm going to put them back in my little container right here so they don't get messed up. Put those. So now I am going to tilt the camera so you guys can see it. I don't know what just happened. Can you guys still hear me okay and see me? My internet is starting to act up. Of all things, I do apologize. I can't control what's going on with my internet. I am so sorry. Are we good? Can you guys see me and hear me okay? Drop a comment. Let me know, please. Okay. And I'm going to tilt the camera. Once you guys let me know that you guys can see, hear me and see me okay. Drop a comment. Let me know who's all here. And if you guys can hear me and see me okay. Before I get started with this, because I want to make sure that you guys can hear me and see me okay. I do apologize. I am so sorry. I'm trying to see if you guys can hear me because I think my internet just messed up. I know I'm probably looking crazy and stupid right now, but I just want to make sure before we continue with this video on the crafts that you guys can hear me and see me. Been having trouble with internet and I am so sorry. So sorry. Well, I paused, and we're going to be working on that. You can see me. I will continue going on because it just stopped. It said internet's lagging, and it just stopped for a minute. So I'm making sure you guys can still hear me and see me okay before we continue going on with this mason jar and decorating it. So once you guys let me know that you guys are good, I'll tilt the camera and yeah, I know, but I don't have anything right now. All I have is this galvanized piece. Yes, I do agree, Lucy, that it would look a little better. Yes, his name is Adam, and my name is Karen. And I am so sorry, you guys, that my internet is acting the way it is. I do apologize. That's why I paused when I noticed that it was acting crazy. So I want to continue doing it on this mason jar right here. And I'm going to try to see if I can paint it with this black chalk paint right quick. I don't know if it'll stay, but we're going to try. Before we do the rub-on transfers, we're going to try. I don't know if it's going to stay. It may not even stick to it, but we're going to try. And thank you so much, Linda. I haven't got a package yet. Is it coming through regular mail or UPS? All right, so I'm just going to use this brush right here, and I'm going to try to paint it black, but I don't know if it's going to stay. We're going to try. Okay. I was just making sure so I can keep an eye out because my mail people, if it's raining, they will just leave it where it can get wet. That's why I was asking. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. As soon as I get it, I will do a live stream showing what you gave me and stuff. I will do that. And do you have a channel? A channel, Linda? Like, if you guys want to see me do a lot more crafts, please, please, please feel free to send me any so I can do them. I am about to run out of crafts. I am trying to stock up on stuff, but my Dollar Tree really doesn't have anything at all. Like, they are just looking bad right now. Shelves are looking bare again. It's looking horrible. For a minute, they was staying pretty stocked up. Shelves were, but now it's looking rough. So what I'm doing right now is trying to paint this mason jar. And thank you, Lucy, for giving me that idea. I am painting it, and I'll probably have to go over with another coat. And then I'm going to put the rub-on transfers on top and see if it does better like that. So what I'm using is the Dollar Tree chalk paint to paint it. That's what I'm using. Now, Linda, do you have a YouTube channel? Okay. All right, so while this is the galvanized mason jar is drying, I just painted it black chalk paint. So I'm going to set it right here and let it dry. And we're going to go back to the mason jar, the red, white, and blue mason jar. It's the wood one. We're going to go back to it. Okay, so now we're going back to this. It's dry. We're going to glue jewels to it now since it's dry. Let me get my little jewels out here while the mason jar is drying right quick. I will tilt the camera so you guys can see. And thank you, ladies, so much for taking time out of your day to come to my channel. It means the world to me, you guys. You just don't understand how much it means to me for you guys to be here with me, to motivate me, to keep me wanting to keep on doing stuff. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. And you guys may hear my daughter coming in here in a short, probably in another 30, 35 minutes. You may hear her come in. So she may be a little loud at first till I tell her that I'm back up, online. So I do apologize in advance for that. So now I'm going to glue the little jewels all over the place, all over the mason jar, and I'm just going to tilt the camera so you ladies can watch me. So here we go. Y'all ready? I'm just gluing them on just to give it a little look. And now we got to add the ribbon back on there. Sorry, you guys. I was just trying to read what you guys were saying. All right. So now I clipped this off, but we're going to glue it back on there. Like so. We're just going to glue it like that and glue it around. All right. Now, I'm going to let that dry for a minute because if I put it down, it's going to get stuck. All right, y'all ready? So there is the mason jar that we painted red, white, and blue. And I think adding the jewels to this just made it really pop out. What do you guys think? I think it just made it pop out. Now, if you don't want to do this design, you can do a flag. You can do tons of design. You can even put rub-on transfers on this as well. That's just what I come up with, what I was thinking of, and I think it looks awesome. It looks amazing. I love it. Stick it up there after I take all that down. When it comes to 4th of July, I'm going to switch my bee stuff out and put the 4th of July stuff up there, where my little honeycomb and the other little thing I made and that little mason jar with the bees on it. So what do you guys think? I think it looks awesome. I love it. So there's that. So now we're going to go back and see if this mason jar is dry. Nope, it is not quite dry yet. So we're going to put that back right there because it's got to be completely dry before we can do the rub-on transfers. It cannot be damp because it will mess the rub-on transfers up and it will not do right at all. So, okay. So while we're waiting on that, we are going to paint. Yes, that is right. Our little gnome, you guys. We're going to paint him. Yep. We're going to paint our little gnome. So let me get some more paint out. I think I want to do his beard like a brown color. His nose like a peach color. So let me see if I can find those colors right quick. me see. I gotta mix some colors here. Okay, so I mixed white in with this because this is a way too dark of pink to make it be a lighter, really light pink. You put a little bit right there so you guys can see. Really light pink because that's what I want. I want a really light color. I don't want nothing too dark. So with the brown, it's a little dark, so I am going to try to mix a little white with it as well to make it a little bit light, a shade lighter, because I don't want it too dark, if that makes sense. Sorry, you guys. All right, I'll tilt the camera as soon as I get ready to start painting. Right now I'm mixing colors together, trying to get the color that I'm needing. All right, so I got my pink. Now I'm going to mix this brown and white and let it get a little lighter because that's way too dark. And I don't want it too dark or too light, if that makes sense. You got to make sure it's mixed in good. Okay. Well, their beards are white, but do you think I need to do the beard white or brown? Drop a comment and let me know, you guys. White or brown for the gnome's beard. But here is the brown that I come up with. It's like a really light brown. I mix colors together to get it. So you guys drop a comment. Let me know white or the brown. Let me know. Drop a comment. Whatever color you guys say, that's what color I'm going to do. White or brown, you guys. And I'll probably use a white star for his hat. So, see, that's too big, isn't it? Oh, yeah. And I'm going to paint his hat red, white, and blue. His shoes, probably blue. His nose paint. What color do you guys want his beard to be? I can't spell. Hold on, man. I don't know what just happened. So we're going to use this white star after we get it painted, and we're going to glue it on the tip of that. His beard, white or brown? Let me know. White or brown, you guys? You're fine. I was asking them, do they want the gnome's beard to be white or this light brown? Red, white, and blue gnome. So red, a white or brown beard. Whatever you guys say. I noticed these up here behind me are white. And I got to looking at all the gnomes around me. They're white. So you guys think white? I'm going to go ahead and start get the painting his little nose and stuff while y'all are deciding. Whatever you guys come up with, that's what we'll do. So I'm going to go ahead and paint his nose pink. And it is a light pink. I know. Need you to go and tell her not to be too loud when she comes in. So I'm painting his little nose now. Of course, I'm going to have to go over it, a few times because it is a light color. But it'll be okay. It's probably my internet, and I do apologize. I am so sorry, Joy. My internet is really slow, and it's been messing up, and I am so sorry. I am so, so sorry. And I can't do it on my phone because it won't let me do but so much, and then it'll cut me off. So okay, you guys, I am going to come right back. I am going to try to redo another video to finish up these crafts, you guys. Since you guys are having trouble hearing me, please don't go anywhere. Go join me over. I'm going to finish the 4th of July crafts that we are working on. So please go join me on the next video. I'll see you guys soon.